Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Cassie. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Cassandra. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and join the family, because here it's all fun, amazing food recipes, meal prepping tips, and lifestyle in general. Today we're going to be showing you how to make the perfect chicken wings. I'm excited. I'm going to be sharing some tips with you that can help you achieve an amazing and flawless chicken wings. You can actually use these tips generally for any protein that you want to prepare, okay? So the first thing that you have to do, number one thing that is important for your proteins when you want to marinate them, is make sure that you understand the flavor that you actually want to create. Because if, for example, you want a very sweet flavor for your protein, you definitely need to get some spices and herbs that can infuse that kind of flavor. So I think that's the first thing that we need to understand. What kind of flavor do you want to create for that particular protein? That is number one tip. Now, once you have realized that this is the flavor that you want to create, then it would help you to make better decisions on the kind of spices and herbs that you would use to prepare your protein. Number two tip is make sure that your protein is not wet when you are preparing your proteins. This is very important. A lot of us make this mistake and we feel like it doesn't matter. It actually matters, especially if you bring out your protein from the freezer. Definitely water has built up because of the ice blocks around it. Make sure that you've washed it properly and you dry it with probably a very clean towel or a paper towel. It is very important because you do not need water to flow out of your protein while you're adding your spices. So that is very, very important. That's tip number two. Tip number three is make sure that the protein that you want to prepare is very clean. I think that should be tip number one. Always wash your proteins properly. Even if you trust where you got your protein from, regardless of where it is, make sure that you wash your proteins properly. I like to use salt and water. If I notice that the protein is probably very dirty, then I would add some white vinegar to the water. But salt and water does the trick for me. Tip number four. When you want to season your proteins, make sure that you have a marinade somewhere. If you have not seen some of our marinade series on my channel, this is the right time for you to go through my channel and look for the marinade series. I have lots of marinade recipes that you can try for different proteins. One of my favorite marinades to use for protein is actually green marinade, because I just love the taste of green vegetables, and it actually takes your protein to another level. At this point, if you're enjoying the video already, please subscribe. Tip number five is the spices that you want to use. I would recommend that you get a bowl and add those spices into a bowl and mix them together. Now, this helps you to actually be aware of the right measurements, because sometimes, for example, if you're to use 4 spices, let's analyze this. You're to use curry powder, you're to use thyme, you're to use garlic powder, and you're also going to use oregano. Now, if you do not get the right measurements of these 4 ingredients that I've mentioned, you'll notice that one particular spice will taste more or taste so harsh than the other spices. So to get the best blend of all spices, all you need to do is get a bowl and take 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon, depending on the amount or quantity of the protein that you want to prepare. Add each spoon into a bowl and mix together. I always tell people, once I have my spices ready, I don't really need to add seasoning powder, because I feel like the spices will do the job, plus my marinade. I like to mix these spices that I've added in a plate. I then add some marinade into them, mix them together, and just apply on my protein. These are the tips that you need for you to get the flawless, tastiest protein ever. So I'm going to show you quickly in this video how I prepared my chicken wings. And trust me, these chicken wings, they were just so tasty. I loved it, was so soft, and I like the fact that the ingredients really, moved into the chicken. One mistake that some of us also make is that sometimes our spices don't get into our protein. That is because you do not marinate your proteins. When you place the paste or the marinade on top of your protein, it's important that you actually massage it into the whole protein, whatever protein that you're using. Then you can keep it aside for like 10 to 15 minutes. If you want to take it to another level, leave it overnight, and you might probably eat all the meat in the house. So let's go straight into the recipe where I show you how to make this lovely chicken wings. So for this recipe, like I said, we're going to be using some chicken wings. I actually like to use smaller sizes of chicken wings, not the large one, because I feel like this one will make me eat more chicken wings. So I just placed them on a chopping board like this. And like I said earlier in the video, you need to make sure that it is not wet. So I'm going to pat this dry because I've washed them with salt and water. Now, once you pat them dry, you'll notice that the water would go out of the chicken. Just pat them dry, make sure that they are not wet. And the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure that I fix the ingredients for the chicken wings itself. So I'm going to set that aside and then bring a plate, like I said, and we're going to add all the ingredients or all the spices that we'll be using for this. This is the green marinade. I do not joke with this marinade. Like, I always make sure that I have green marinade at home. If you have not seen the green marinade video, kindly check my channel for that as well. So I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of the green marinade. And then I'm going to add some other spices. So I'm going to be telling you the spices that I would use for this green marinade. I'm going to use nutmeg powder. I'm also going to add some dry parsley leaves. I do not joke with that. I'm going to add some cumin, and I'll be using 1 teaspoon for each of these ingredients. I'm also going to add some black pepper. Remember that this is going to be spicy chicken wings, so if you do not want it spicy, you just reduce the quantity of pepper. I added some garlic powder, and then I have some grilled pepper at home. I'll be using 1 tablespoon for this because it has to be chili. That's the idea. I'm also going to add some chili flakes, about 1 teaspoon. And now I'm going to mix everything together. I have to mix this properly so that everything can get incorporated into the chicken wings. Tell me in the comments, what is your favorite part of chicken? I think mine is the lab, but okay, I think chicken wings should be second place. Now I'm going to put that mixture on the chicken wings. Remember that the idea for this chicken wings to come out lovely, you need to allow it to marinate for some time and make sure that you massage it, massage the spice into your chicken properly. Turn it over and also apply some more. So once you're done with, massaging into the chicken, I'm also going to turn the chicken over because this is just the top part of the chicken wings. You have to turn it over as well so that you can make sure that everything is well incorporated. Now I'm going to put this in my pan that I've lined with some foil paper. So this is where I turn the chicken over to the other side, and I'm also going to put some more mixture on this. The idea for you to get the perfect and tastiest chicken wings is to make sure that your spices and herbs move deep into the chicken, not just on the outer surface, because this is the problem some people have. So this is the best way. Once you're done adding everything, you're going to massage it properly, and you're also going to add some more pepper. That is if you love pepper, but if you do not like pepper, then you can reduce the quantity of pepper that you're going to add to this. So as you can see, I'm just making sure that everything is well incorporated, and I just want to make sure that this comes out perfect. Another lovely idea is make sure that you at least marinate this for about 20 to 30 minutes. I made sure that once I did this, I kept it in the fridge for about 20 minutes before putting it in the oven, because that's when you get it. So you can see here I'm adding some more pepper, yes, because we want this to be spicy. But why I really love this grilled pepper is that the pepper is not so hot, because I also have like a threshold for pepper. Now this is a great tip for you. Add some garlic cloves. I used 4 garlic cloves. Just put them in between the chicken wings and we are good to go. Drizzle some olive oil and allow this to grill in the oven for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, and this will give us a tasty chicken wings. This chicken wings is, oh my god, you need to try it out. Like, I want you to take a look at it when I bring it out of the oven. It was so good, and this is our chicken wings. It is ready, guys. So tell me in the comments, what are you having with this chicken wings? Are you having cold zobo? Are you having tiger nut drink? Are you having some mocktail or cocktail or wine? Just let me know and tell me if you're going to try this out. I'm sure you would definitely try this recipe. This is very lovely. It's something that you can prepare. You have some juice at home, you have water, you have tea, and you want to have friends around. You just want to have a quick brunch and you don't want to do so much. This recipe is lovely. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try this. And of course, do not forget to like and share this video. I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys.